I just wanted to come on and talk about the 33 life path number. It's a master number, and everyone who's born under this number has a sense of pressure, like they're under the gun to do something big because they are born with a higher potential, a higher chance of manifesting their potential that will change the world. Now, as long as you're aligned to anybody, if they're aligned to your to your numbers and aligned to your path, and you know your passion, and you keep moving no matter what, life will synchronize up blessings for you that makes sure that your life matters to the majority of the world, right? That people see you. I got to tell you, I was a little bummed out. I mean, I was surprised, actually, not bummed out, of course, but when Alexei died, I don't know what I was thinking. I got to tell you, I'm an 11 life path, and I'm prone to idealism. And in my imagination, this whole time that he was battling for his life, I was thinking, okay, so any minute now, Putin's going to die. And then the town folk will go in and free Alexei and take out the old guard and put Alexei in as president, and it will change the world. That's what I was thinking. Oh boy, when I saw that he had passed away, it had to take a minute, a little bit of a minute, but it shows in such clear ways the potential of a 33 life path. But I have to tell you, there is a resilience, a dedication to people who have 33 life paths. Now, it's not just the 33 life paths that make a change in the world, and you don't have to change a country. If you are a 33 life path, you can change a community. You can do, there's so many different things you can do to raise your community, raise the people around you, raise a state, a country, the world. I got to share with you a few 33s life paths for you. So we have, I've got a list here I'll read out. Galileo, he did some cool things for the world, don't you think? And Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, Eleanor Roosevelt. We've got some major players here. And then we have Rudy Giuliani, a very bad man that had a few good days in 2001. We've got Marco Rubio. I haven't heard from him in a little while. Clarence Thomas. Now, he's the one that is the arrogance, so people ask me, do you think he'll step aside? Do you think he'll recuse himself? I'll say, no, he's a 33 life path. Are you kidding me? He truly feels that his way is the only way, because he wants you to do this because of A, B, C. And anybody who questions that A, B, C, the list, his backup, his receipts, then he just dismisses you, because life has synchronized up enough power for him to influence a lot of people. But so there we have, so we also have Kristen Cinema, and with her, let me tell you one thing. I feel that she has an expectation that things will always go her way, because she feels there's that potential in her. It's a pride, it's an arrogant. Now, don't get me wrong, people who have ego, dude, you need ego to get out of the bed in the morning and to get on the road and to discipline yourself to do things. So I'm not begrudging that. But with Kristen, I took a walk one day on a very, very cold day next to a lake that was kind of frozen. It wasn't frozen hard at all. It was just really, really cold. And my dog, for the first time, raced out to the water. He had never been on water at all. And I swear that dog walked on water, because as he went into where there wasn't hard ground again, he figured it was just hard ground. And I was thinking, oh my God, my dog just walked on water. But it's the understanding. Now, if my dog did sink into the water, I mean, it did happen because his thought, I can walk, this feels like funny ground, but it's holding me up. That thought can only hold you so far. So he had built his house on sand, and in he went into the drink. Um, I had to laugh, but I had a towel too. That made him warm again. But that's what it feels like with cinema, is that she just feels everything's going to go her way, and even if she tries something new, it's going to work out. And dang, for the most part, it does. I'm sorry, when she goes in there and prances in and goes her thumbs down, like mocking John McCain. I thought, this is ridiculous, ridiculous. But she didn't fare. I mean, she fared fine through that. There was like nothing happened. The only time I've seen her not confident was when she was angry, when when her border deal, immigration deal failed, something she has been working on, and she got so angry. She was just telling everybody how mad she was, and all that stuff. And I thought to myself, when that happened, when I heard her so upset, I thought, welcome to our world, Kristen. This is what we've been dealing with you. I could go on about cinema, but I won't. We've also got Chuck Grassley. And this is an idea, like, I want to tell you, when someone is moving into making laws for the United States and participating, having a voice in the world, life will support that, even if that voice is getting really crappy. So it's like, I think there's something wrong with his mind a bit. He's always been a little cantankerous, but this is getting ridiculous. He's believing all his imaginary friends, his imaginary Russian friends. And so it's getting weird. It's like he's walking confident, just like my dog did over the lake, and he's walking confident, but I don't believe he's going to be dismissed or taken in to shackled up or made to pay anything. No, just like Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas is just going to be in there. That everything's working against us to stop someone like that from going forward. But so I think Chuck Grassley is just getting really, really quite old. And I think he's just going to fade away. Will he quit on his own? No. Will he be arrested? No. Will any of these people here on this list get arrested? No. And here we are with the most puzzling one. Mike Lindell is a 33 life path. So this is what I mean about the burden of the 33. When he was younger, he got hooked on cocaine, which ruined him. And then he went even farther with crack. And then he had gambling problems. And I think before all that, he was making a fair amount of money. And he hit the dirt with all of his problems. A lot of people do that. I mean, a lot of people have had that happen. But isn't it weird that Mike Lindell, of all the people, because his brain is a little unusual because of the chemical abuse, and here he is ruling the world with his pillow. First of all, with the pillow, and then through Christianity, which is fine, but he has a voice in Christian with Christian people, the right wing Christian people. And then he did so many things that worked against him, right? Even Fox News stopped taking his money to put ads on TV. I mean, he was spending millions of dollars on Fox, airing his My Pillow commercials. And Fox said, because it was there was a time when he was getting really bad, not too long ago, the end of last year, middle to end of last year. But wouldn't you know it, Fox is taking his money again. He's making commercials for Fox, and he's back on track. Is he going to be arrested? Is he going to spend any time in court for being part of the January 6th? I don't think so. I really don't. I know it sounds unfair, but this is the way the numbers are working. But I do have some good news. I'm going to finish this up on good news. We have got my list here is Letitia James. She won big time. Elizabeth Warren. She is all for the average person, and the wind is at her back. Just because she didn't win the presidency when she was running, that's fine. She is still going to be blessed with a huge voice and presence. Now, Pamela Jayapal, I didn't know a thing about her, and she's on the West Coast. She's from Washington. She's on. I should have known her, but I didn't. But then I saw her, talking on CNN, MSNBC. She goes on all these shows, and I thought, who is this person with the funny name? And then I thought, oh, she does have a wonderful way of explaining things. She's very, very talented that way. But she's amazing. She's a 33, and I think she's going to be in the government for a long, long time, as long as we can keep her. Chuck Schumer, he's the old guard, but he has, I don't think there's been a scandal with him, now that I'm thinking about it. He's been on the up and up, but it's slow and steady presence, right? And another person, getting away from, I've got my list here, getting away from politics and moving into just regular people. We've got John Lennon. Hello. Now, life synchronized up blessings for his music. He gave to the world a different way to listen to music, and through that music gave us a different perspective of the world. It's just wonderful. Christopher Reeves, what an amazing man. He's a man who had a horse riding accident, jumping accident, and it paralyzed him from the neck down. But his resilience, he was someone to witness. He really was. He has passed away, as you all probably remember. But it was during that time when he really gave an example of grace that we all got to learn from. So another one is Stephen King, the mind of Stephen King. Oh my God. So that brings a different energy to the world through his writing. Robert De Niro, wonderful actor. Stevie Wonder, wonderful miracle singer, born blind. So have Sylvester Stallone. And these are really remarkable 33s. And don't freak out if you're a 33 and you're not any of this. That's okay. You're making a difference. Understand, just being alive is making a difference. It's like your vibe. You sit next to somebody on a bus. You don't say a word, but the vibration that you give out helps the people around you. So, take that and run with it. Everybody's a blessing. But let's support the people who are interested in the welfare of the least of us. And we will be fine. We're going to be fine.
I'm going to punch him out and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be happy.